How's it going, everybody? This is 69 Lifestyle Reviews coming back to you with another review. I decided to come to you today with another gun review, and I consider this to be my ultimate truck gun. And what company did I consider to go with? Palomino State Armory. I've heard great things about this company, and I wanted to try something new. They're innovative, and they're always pushing out firearms to the public to help us further along. So I wanted to bring to the channel Black HAMR. This is the KS-47 from Palomino State Armory in a 10.5-inch barrel, 7.62 by 39. I have a tabletop review right now. Let's get into it. Sorry. All right, everybody, here we're back at the table with the KS-47, and this is the KS-47 right here from Palomino State Armory, and above right here I have an AR-15 just for comparison reasons. So let's get right into the KS-47. The barrel length that I have it is in a 10.5-inch. The reason why I went with the 10.5-inch is because I wanted a truck gun, something small. I can put it in confined spaces. Also, it's great for CQB, and it does not hinder the 7.62 millimeter round as much with the velocities as you're cutting down the barrel with an AR-15, say from a 16-inch barrel to a 10.5-inch barrel. I'm not missing that much velocity from the 7.62. So the barrel profile that I have in here is a heavy barrel, and that is the reason is because of the 7.62 round. Standard AR-15s don't usually come with heavy barrels, but this has a heavy barrel with it. The barrel still is a 4150. The barrel finish is nitride. Their chrome lining, it has none, but the muzzle is a 5x8 24. 5x8 24. So you're able to find different muzzle devices to put on your firearm. So that's pretty awesome. The chambering is in 7.62, as of course it says it right here on the model caliber, 7.62 by 39. The twist weight is a 1 in 10 twist rate. That's really nice. The barrel extension, it has a KS-47 Gen 2 large feed ramp, and that's in the inside. I'll break this gun down and show you the inside of what's in the upper and lower receivers. And the gas system length is a carbine, and it's in a 10.5 barrel, so that makes sense. The diameter at the gas block is a .750. The gas block type is a low profile. The muzzle device that I have here is a standard A2 birdcage flash hider, but you could change that out with any muzzle devices when you use the muzzle thread 5x8 by 24. The receiver material, and this is for the upper and lower, is 7075T aluminum. The receiver type is a KS-47, so that means that it's just proprietary for the KS-47. Now this is the Gen 2 model. They do have a Gen 1, and that is what you can switch in and out between, I believe, receivers. But the Gen 2, or the KS-47 in general, has a proprietary upper and lower specially made for the KS-47. The handguard type is a PSA lightweight M-LOK free float rail, and I like it a lot. It has two QD mounts where if you can put your sling. You also have rails here on the 12 o'clock position all the way around. Then you also have M-LOK rails here. You have M-LOK rails here on the 3 o'clock position, the 12 o'clock position, and I believe the 6 o'clock position right there. So it's nice for your hand for fitment. And you can also add a Picatinny rail if you want to. So if you want to add more lights or something on here, or if you want to add a light on this either side, you can. But I like that a lot with the KS-47. Okay, Okay, so here I want to tell you all of the different style of magazines that you can have with the KS-47 as well, because it will not take all magazines. So I'll go ahead and read off a little bit. The KS-47 G2 comes with one standard Magpul 30 round magazine, and the new Gen 2 KS-47 has been tested and guaranteed to work with the following AK-47 magazines. So a Magpul AK-47 PMag, what I have here, as you can see, and that locks in place. Next we have the Romanian stick magazine, the Romanian drum magazine, the Chinese drum magazine, the Chinese stick magazine, the Korean drum magazine, the Korean stick magazine, the Yugoslavian stick magazine, the Bulgarian stick magazine, the Circle 10 stick magazine, the Hungarian stick magazine, and the Russian stick magazine. Now, I'm not sure any other magazines that they have third party will fit into this, so I'm going what's off of PSA's website. So if you ever decide to pick you up a KS-47, follow what's on their guidelines, and I'm sure the magazines that they have listed will work no problem. So also, it says, due to the unique geometry required for the KS-47 Gen 2 bolt carrier to function, all other magazines will not be guaranteed to work. If you are using a magazine not listed above, no warranty claims will be accepted for the magazine function issues. So you have to pretty much stay within the guidelines of what they have. So just a little bit of a difference that I can automatically see with the KS-47 and a standard AR-15. You can look at the mag well and you can tell that it has a cutout specifically made for the 7.62 magazine. Unlike with an AR-15, it has its lower receiver specifically made for 223 5.56 magazines, and I'm sure you can put 300 blackout magazines or ammunition in there as well. So that is a difference that you can see, that it's able to take the 7.62 magazine. Of course, you know that this will not work in a standard AR-15. So that's why they say that's lower is proprietary for it. Next that we have on here that's a little bit different. Well, on my specific KS-47, I had bought my upper receiver and lower receiver 2 different times. I wanted an upper receiver with a different style rail than it had with the complete package KS-47 deal that they have on their website. I love the way this style rail was. And with the packaged KS-47, they have a AR-15, how can I say this, buffer tube, where you're able to use different style braces and blades, say like for say the SBA 3 and SBA 4 brace, and you're able to slide it up and down. This is a CAC Industries setup here, a CAC Industries tube and a CAC Industries blade, and it is a lockdown on, you can see the holes right here, and it just locks in place on wherever you want to set your brace. To me, it's a plus and a negative, because sometimes braces and blades can have a little wiggle to them, and when you tighten this down, this is very secure, very stable, and you will make sure that you would get off your shots very accurately, but you cannot adjust it the length of full to for each and every shooter that there is, and then to store it in smaller places. But you can take the staking right here and break the staking, take off the nut right here, and then put on an AR-15 buffer tube, and you'll be able to change between braces. So okay, so I want to get into the inside. Now, the KS-47 also that I had did not come with a Magpul, how can I say, Magpul pistol grip. I had put that on here myself. Also, it did not come with the sighting attachments that I have here. So, and also it did not come with the BCM hand stop. But I'm going to get right down into here and show you what's going on. I'm going to need a little small punch. One thing I can say already, that it's a little bit harder to get into, maybe because I just bought it, but I can't really get my finger around that nut like I would a regular AR-15. So I'm gonna have to get used to that and always have a tool on me so I can get in there. Okay, so here we are. First, beforehand, we're going to take off the magazine, I'm sorry. Then we're going to make sure the weapon is clear. Put it in a safe position. Next, we're going to take off the lug nuts. Okay, push that out, open it up. Now, I can say, now the upper and lower receiver is proprietary, but you're able to change out the dust cover, the rail system, all the different type of buffer tube, spring, weights, charging handle, all that. The rest of it is interchangeable with AR-15. So that's how it's able to go back and forth between an AR-15 and an AK-47 with some of the different ways styling that it's made. So I'm going to get into the bolt and then we'll get into the upper and lower receiver. So here I have the KS-47 bolt, and here I have a standard AR-15 bolt. Now, looking at them, they look pretty similar. I can say it's hard to tell to the eye what's different on each bolt carrier group, but I will go and let you know what's different. So starting off with, I want to make sure I get this right. Well, basically this, for the KS-47, they have a bigger hole here for the 7.62 bullet, unlike the 5.56 that they have on the AR-15 bolt carrier group. So this is just to fit in for the different style of caliber rounds. Also, they had changed the grooves on the side of the bolt due to the fact so the AK-47 magazine can ride in between and function properly. As you can tell, some are now on the AR-15 that they're pretty blocky. Here they have a try to get that in the camera. Here they have a little bit of a slant, so the AK-47 magazine can fit on. So that's different as well. I can also say that coming down, the it is a fully automatic bolt carrier group, just like M16 bolt carrier group, just like the AR-15, as you can see. Looking at their staking, because I love looking at staking jobs. This is the KS-47, this is the AR-15. Palomino State Armory did amazing on their staking job. It looks very nice. I can say my brigade manufacturing staking is good, but it's not on the par or on the level as Palomino State Armory's staking job. So I like that also, but pretty much looks the same. It has the same little cutout, as they say, for the M16 fully automatic bolt carrier group. Now here at the back, you can tell that they have cutaways here on the KS-47, and that I'm not too sure. I would have to look it up and add it in the comments below or in the description. But they have a cutaway here, and I bet that's because it's to fit in their lower receiver, because the lower receiver and upper receiver is proprietary just for the KS-47. So other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. And I like that as well, because I know how to go in and look at bolt carrier groups, and I'm able to keep maintenance on them. So I like that a lot, that they kept it similar, and I can just go and put this bolt back in pretty much the same style in the same way as an AR-15. Charging handle, slide that underneath here. Well, first we have to make sure that this is aligned. Charging handle. I do apologize, my mounting system on my camera had slipped down. So back to what I was saying, I'm going to slide this back in just like a standard AR-15. And we're going to close that down, check for functionality, and she's good to go. Oh, I do want to show one more thing. Here we are, I'm able to take that out. I want to show you the difference in AR-15 and the upper receiver and the lower receiver on the AR-15 and KS-47. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I took apart my KS-47 lower and my AR-15 lower, and I want to show you a little bit of the differences. Pull the trigger back here. So as you can see, they pretty much look identical. All the way down, I can say the buffer tube area looks identical. The pin setup looks identical. They take the same triggers, but the KS-47 does not take single drop-in triggers, only 2-stage triggers, but you can change the trigger out on here, say like for a Geisley trigger. But that pretty much almost looks the same. Now here's when things get a little bit different. As you can see, you have the bolt catch here, but on here it has no bolt hold open, so it's just steel. And then moving down, you can see that the cutout is a little bit thicker because it is a proprietary lower for the KS-47, and here is the AR-15. And as you can see that it can take different style AR-15 mags, and it's pretty much proprietary for the AR-15, 223, 5.56, and 300 blackout ammunition. But this is just proprietary for the AR-15. As you can see here, the cutaway that they had just to use the 7.62 magazine. So I wanted to show the difference there and the similarities there. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna put these firearms back together, and I'm gonna give you my finishing thoughts on this tabletop review of the KS-47. My bad, we can't go anywhere without looking at the upper as well. So I have the KS-47 here and the AR-15 upper here. As you can see, just like with the lower receiver, things are looking pretty similar. Same with the locking pins as you move down. But as you get to the magazine area, that's where things get a little bit different. The cutout seems to be a lot smaller here to set the AR-15 magazines, and this is a little bit thicker for the 7.62. Now, what's really different, you can see that they have their magazine catch right here that sticks out to grab the 7.62 magazine for the KS-47, and that's proprietary for the KS-47. So that's something to know as well. I don't know if I can get this in the camera. Now, as you can see here, I don't know if you can get it in. I'm trying to show the barrel cutouts that they have. Now, with the Gen 2 model, they have just a straight, focus, 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 baby. She's not wanting to. Okay, no, she's not wanting to. But I'll just say it on the bottom here that they have just a singular cutaway to accept the 7.62 round, and the AR-15 has its notches as like on a standard AR-15 to accept the 5.56 and for the bolt to fit in and out on both. So I wish it would show in the camera, but I can't really get it. So yeah, I'm gonna put this gun back together now and then give my last initial tabletop review. Okay, so now since we have her back together, there is a few more things I wanted to show you. First, I wanted to show you the magazine latch right here. It is beefy, as you can see here. You have the bottom latch. You can have your finger in there to shoot, and then you can, to me, hit that you can hit that bottom, you can have your finger in there, shoot, hit that bottom latch, pull it right up out of there, and then slot that magazine right back in there. So I like that fast transition. And then you have these big paddles on the side, so you can hit it with your finger, get it out of there, lock it back in place. And I never showed the other side, of the KS-47. So as you can see here, it's flat all the way across because it does not have a bolt catch, no bolt hold open. But I love just how it looks. It looks different. It's a beautiful, beautiful build. I have the safety right here, standard GI, no spec safety, but you can change that out with any AR-15 safety. So yes, this is my KS-47. I have not shot this yet. I'm going to be taking it to the range, doing some shooting with it. I'll put 200 rounds through it to see if it has any issues. One thing I can say about having a proprietary weapon like the KS-47, you want to make sure, if you can, to get an extra bolt carrier group, just because you never know what situations or what can go wrong, and you want to get a extra extractor just in case if that breaks, because you never know what issues that you can have with the gun as proprietary as the KS-47. But it's always good to double up on your bolt carrier groups and things like that, because you never know when your weapons are going to go down. You might not have a chance to send it back to the company to get it looked at and to get it fixed, and you need a quick fix to get it back rock and rolling again. So I would say, if you do get a KS-47, please look into getting or doubling up on the bolt carrier group and the extractor. But all in all, she's a beautiful beast. I can't wait to shoot her. Right now, the name of it, well, it's not a girl. The name of it is Black Hammer. I like that name a lot. So this is Black Hammer, the Palomino State Armory KS-47. I'll be coming back to you with another gun review shortly, or review in general. This is 6ix9ine Lifestyle Reviews, and I'm out. Have a good one, guys. Thank you.